One, yes, AI is here. Yes, it is materially affecting the economy that we're living in right now, and that you guys are going to be entering in within the next year, 2 or 3, right? So we need to focus on, and this is how I really designed this class, was focusing on uh, skills that will help you in a market with AI in it, right? So by either upscaling. This is why I give you those standardized prompts that will show you how to effectively create a structured prompt, right? And for those of you who haven't seen, at the end of the textbook that I give you guys, there is a maybe 3-page explainer for how to make a structured prompt. And what I will do oftentimes is I'll go into ChatGPT. I'll give it, a long couple of paragraphs explanation of what I want. And then I will say, give me a structured response in this format, and then copy and paste the whole format, the Risen format into the ChatGPT. And then it'll give me a response. It'll give me that structured prompt, and I can review that and test it out a few times, right? So review it. Does it actually do what I want it to do, right? And then test it out. Is it generating the things that I want it to generate? And most of the time it doesn't, right? This is good use of AI, right? When it takes you some effort. Everything worthwhile takes effort, right? So it should take you some effort, some iterations of when you first have the idea of the prompt that you want and the outcome that you want to getting a serviceable product, right? Because even a product that's good from ChatGPT is going to need some human finagling, right? Use some human words, uh, reword some things. ChatGPT like does a lot of things like with subordinate clauses, right? It'll have a sentence, right? And then it'll insert another thought in the middle of the sentence. And then it does that a lot, which I find annoying. But those are the types of things that you can fix, right? Okay. The other thing beyond just upscaling ourselves with AI and just being capable of using it properly, right, is figuring out how to differentiate ourselves in this market in ways that AI cannot replicate, right? Absolutely essential. Absolutely welcome. Yeah, so learn how to AI proof yourself, right? That's hopefully this is the way that I try to design the class, right? I want the class to be something that you can use to be successful either in an entrepreneurial venture and give you basically all the things you can think about to create a successful company, right? To identify a market that you could go into, to identify a real world benefit that you could provide to people, how to communicate properly, how to build company culture, all those things, right? But most of those things apply to organizations as well, right? Has anybody heard the word entrepreneurship? Yes. How would you describe it? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Basically, when you're looking to do with a company, you can comes out or like a new way to do a specific thing. You can come up with a bigger researcher, maybe bring in concept that they can do for this kind of thing.
Specific definition, I would generalize it a little bit to say that an entrepreneur is someone that like gets into an organization and really just is a change agent, right? Someone who is proactive. Proactive just means that they're always looking for ways to make things better, right? And what you will find, for those of you who've not worked in like an actual like corporate office before, is a lot of times people do things in a weird way, right? You get into an office and people do things in a certain way, and you're like, well, why do you do it that way, right? They do it that way because that's the way that they've been taught to do it, right? It's there's a kind of like a set in, like habits kind of get set in, and people are resistant to change, right? So the corporate entrepreneur, right, is someone who comes in and changes things up, right? If you guys want to do that, if you want to be successful in changing an organization, which hopefully you do, that's the type of thing that You're making the world a better place, right? Saving people time, increasing pleasure, reducing pain, saving time, saving space, right? So if you can do some of those things to make the organization overall more functional, then you've made the world a better place in some small manner, right? But yeah, it's difficult to do. So